Hey guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, my name is An, and if you have been here already, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you how I created today's eye look. I'm not really sure what to call this eye look. I think it's just a really intense crease kind of blended out situation. I really don't know how to call this. But besides that, I really love this eye look, and I also want to do it in a few different colors because I just really love how it looks when you apply like a really light color on the eyelids and like a very intense color in the crease. I think it just has something really seductive, kind of, I don't know. I am living for it. I really love how it turned out. So yeah, in today's video I'm going to show you how I did this. So let's get started. The first thing I'm gonna do is apply some eyeshadow primer, and I'll be using the Nyx Cosmetics Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre. I'm applying this all over my eyelid using a Sigma Beauty P84 brush, and I'm just pressing this on the eyelid. As you can see, this primer has coverage, so it will remove all the redness from your eyelid, and it will make sure that your eyeshadow will stay in place all day. Now for today, I'm playing with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm starting with this light color, which kind of looks like my skin color, but it's a little bit warmer, and I'm gonna use that to kind of warm up my crease. Whenever I do a eye look, I always start with a light color first. This way it will be more easier to go in with darker shades if you kind of build it up by going in with lighter shades first, and then you go darker and darker. Then for my next color, I'm taking this one, which is quite darker actually than the other one, but I'm gonna focus this right in my crease, and I'm gonna kind of try to create a different shape of crease than I normally have. So I'm taking it up a bit higher towards my brow, as you can see me doing right now, and then I go downwards all the way to the outer end of my eyelid, and this will create a sort of different angle. I'm not really sure how to like explain that in English since it's not my first language, but hopefully just by seeing me doing this it will kind of make sense. I feel like this effect, when you do that in your crease, it just gives a really cool effect, and I feel like even if you have hooded eyes, you can kind of manipulate how your crease normally looks. Now I'm taking this shade, which is even darker, and I'm just gonna follow the line that I just created, and this will just create more depth and more darkness. And that's the reason why I first went in with a light shade, now I went in with a darker shade, and now an even darker shade. And then you can create just a really nice gradient from light to dark without looking it too harsh, if that makes sense. So definitely, if you are just starting with makeup, make sure you work like upwards with your shade tones. Now I'm taking a white color, and I'm gonna pack that all over my eyelid. This one is from Makeupgeek. It's called White Lies. It's just a simple matte white color. I'm gonna apply this on the eyelid, but I'm not going over that line that we just created. I'm kind of creating a sort of difference between light and dark in my crease. And I also use my finger to pack it on. I feel like that worked a little bit better to really make it as white as possible. Then I'm taking this yellowy shade from that same Morphe palette, and I'm gonna create a line next to that dark line that I created, just to give it a different twist. Basically, you will have the darkness in your crease, then you will have this yellow shade, and then it fades into a white on the eyelid. I think this definitely gives it a different twist. If you want to like go a little bit in the Valentine mood, you can also use a pink shade, where I now use that yellow shade and give it more of a flirty vibe. You can give your whole own twist to it. You can also use blue or green. As long as it's not a shade which is too dark, you can definitely pull it off. And this way you can create like different kind of eye looks using this method. Let me know if you're gonna try this. I think it's really cool, and it's definitely like a really sexy eye look in my opinion. Now I'm using this black eyeshadow, and I'm gonna apply a little bit just around my outer V area, just to darken it up slightly, because I am going in with a black eyeshadow underneath the lower lash line as well, and this way it will be easier to kind of connect the outer V area with my lower lash line when there is already a little bit of black eyeshadow. And also I'm gonna create a line of eyeliner, and when my eyeliner goes near my outer V and there's a little bit of black already, it's just easier to make the eyeliner fade into my outer V. So now I kind of blend a little bit concealer around the edges to make the transition a little bit more smooth. I feel like it was looking a little bit messy. So now if you want, you can go back in with that white shade and apply a little bit more on the eyelid. It totally depends on how your eye look is looking at that moment. So now I'm taking a brown shade, blending this all the way underneath my lower lash line. And then I went in with this yellow shade again, which I used for my crease. Applying this at the middle part underneath my lower lash line. And just blending this back and forth. Also a little bit towards that brown, just to make sure that everything just really blends together with each other. And then last but not least, I'm also taking a white eyeshadow, that same one from Makeupgeek, and applying a little bit more in my inner corner and dragging it down towards my lower lash line so it all connects together. I really hope that makes sense. I'm also showing it on my other side right now so you can see me doing it one more time. I really hope that's helpful. Let me know if you want me to do that more often. Now I'm taking this eyeliner from Dose of Colors, which is a really pretty brown eyeliner. And I'm gonna create a line above my lash line, keeping it really simple. But I'm not gonna drag it all the way towards my end of my eyelid. I'm gonna stop like right in the middle, because I want to create a sort of ombre liner. I feel like this eye look is already like a really pretty in my opinion. I think it turned out really good. But just to make it look a little bit different, give it another different twist, I felt like I wanted to do this. So now I'm going in with a black eyeliner, and the one I'm using is from Maybelline. And I'm gonna apply that like where I ended up with the brown eyeliner, and then I'm taking it all the way to my outer end of the eyelid. And that's why I said earlier that's kind of the reason why I went in with a black eyeshadow around my outer V, because now the eyeliner will kind of fade into that darkness at my outer end, if that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense. And you can go in with a little bit of black eyeshadow and apply that in between the brown eyeliner and the black. This way the transition will go a little bit more smoother and the brown will really fade into that black eyeliner. I feel like it's quite simple, but it just gives your whole eye look a little bit of a different twist. Now I'm taking this pencil from Tarte, which is a nude pencil, and I applied that in the waterline. Now I'm curling my lashes using this lash curler from Tarte Cosmetics. And then I went in with this mascara from Nyx Cosmetics, which is the Giga Black Lash Mascara. And I'm using this to curl my lashes. So I always apply a tint coat at my upper lashes and I put a little more effort at my lower lashes, because I am going in with fake eyelashes. So I don't really focus too much at my upper lashes. So now I'll be using these lashes from the brand Sweet. I think they're called Sweedlashes, not really sure. I'll put the name in the description. And to apply this, I used the lash glue from House of Lashes, which I think is the best lash glue ever. It will make it so much more easier for you guys if you haven't tried this yet. It dries really quickly. It doesn't make your lashes swing on your eyelids. And then this is the finished result. I really hope you all enjoy watching today's video. I wanted to film like the whole process of my face makeup, but today I was just not really feeling it. I was looking into my screen where I film, and I was just looking at myself like, no, today is not the day. Even though I really like how it turns out, but while I was doing my foundation, I just wasn't really feeling it. But if you like the products I'm wearing right now, I will put it down in the description bar. I actually tried out this new foundation from Nyx today. I kind of wanted to do a review, but I just, like I said, I was just not feeling it today. But just to give you guys a heads up on this foundation, I think it's definitely a full coverage foundation. As you can see, I don't have any blemish showing. It is kind of at the dry side, so if you have dry skin, you might not really like this because it's quite dry, even though you can kind of manipulate it with like a lot of setting spray or a really creamy cream underneath it. I'm not really sure if I'm going to use it again, even though my skin looks flawless. But I just wanted to let you guys know how I feel about it. I think it's definitely a full coverage. I think it will last really long because it's more to the dry side. And yeah, I don't know. It's just lately I'm really into those dewy foundations, and this is the opposite, so I'm not really sure how I feel about it. But if you like a full coverage foundation which is super matte, I'm sure you guys will love it. And also it's really affordable. It comes in a lot of shades, so if you are into that, make sure you grab this one. But yeah, this is the end of the video. If you enjoyed today's makeup look, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. This is really helpful for my YouTube channel, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye!